Hi, my name's Emma and let's talk spooky stuff. So a few of you have been asking me if I've seen the movie The Final Girls, and last night I watched it and I'm gonna tell you what I thought. So if you haven't seen the movie, the storyline is actually pretty interesting and original. It's about a girl who has a connection with her mother, and then her mother actually dies, but her mother was an actress and she goes to watch a B-grade horror movie, which her mother was in, and then her and her friends get trapped inside the movie. Straight off the bat, good cast, original story, it seems like it's going places. And I know a lot of you guys really enjoyed this movie, but for me it was kind of average, if anything a little bit above, because the casting was really well done. Although the mother and the daughter, the age difference kind of got me. And I know it's a stupid little plot hole, but it really took me out of the movie and enjoying it. And the characters were just not really well developed or had a lot of personality, except for seeing Bette Davis' eyes. I didn't really see a lot of character coming through, and that goes with the lead as well. I feel like this girl always gets stuck with the same kind of roles, like an American Horror Story, and every season she's in American Horror Story, which I think there's only 2, she plays pretty much the same character because she doesn't really have any soul. And it's not her, it's the writing. She always gets put in these plain Jane roles. It'd be really nice to see her kind of flipped and not such like an angsty teen. The thing I did like about this movie though is that it was original and it was a little bit different, and when I started watching it I realized I didn't know anything about it. When it's a movie called Final Girls, I just assume it's a slasher film, and that it was. It's kind of like a sappy slasher comedy. If you like all of those things, you'll be fine. For me, I'm not a huge slasher fan, and slasher and comedy I think can be done right, but for me it was just kind of average. In saying that, it was shot so nicely, the cinematography is on point, and I like the slow-mo scene with the fire. I don't want to ruin anything, but it was amazing and it just looked really good, and I can see how people can easily fall into a mold of loving this movie, because if you do like slashers and you do like sappy movies and you love comedies and you like things that look good, it's like a 10 out of 10. Another thought I had when watching this film is, where is this going? This was towards the end of the film and I was wondering if something amazing was gonna happen, if the mom was gonna come back to life, if just something miraculous would happen that would make it all worth it. And the answer is, don't hold your breath. It's kind of like a cheesy ending in a comedy way, but it's a sappy in between. So I would have liked personally to see something a little bit deeper, since they went through this whole sappiness of her meeting her mom when her mom's dead, blah, blah, blah. It would have been great, but it just didn't get there, and that's all right. It's a shallow movie, it's a comedy. Some cool facts about this movie: the B-grade movie within the movie that's called Camp Bloodbath actually runs for 92 minutes, the same as this film. The scene when the bimbo girl took all the pills and she's freaking out and trying to do that striptease, the actress actually smashed some energy drinks in order to hype herself up, and it was all improvised. So I'm gonna give this film a personal score of 6, a scare score of 2, and an originality score of 7. I do think it was very original for a slasher. I hope you guys liked this review and found it helpful. Let me know if you've seen it and what you thought, and tell me what your favorite part was. I'd love to hear it. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Stay spooky. Bye.